How do we use social media? I mean, some of us are tech heads. Some of us have no idea how to do an Instagram post. That's okay. We're going to give you some basic steps and basic information on how that you can strategize and have a really wonderful and present social media. So the three areas I want to look at are social media as a vision board, something that forms and informs, and something that has that produces a regularity. So they're the three areas. So when I talk about social media being a vision board, what it tends to be in church settings is it tends to be more of a notice board where it's just a ton of posts just all the time coming out and saying, hey, we're doing this thing at this time at this place, which is good. We need that. But it just becomes about a lot of notices and just can be a bit too much, or it might not actually capture the eye too much of our young people. And so what that really does rely on is it relies on really top-notch, aesthetic-looking social media posts, because that's what you have to rely on. But if we maybe flip the idea of our social media accounts and our promotion and advertisement from being less of a vision of a notice board, but more of a vision board, actually casting out who our community is, showing more photos of people, and showing showcasing the stories of those in the community. It might be testimonies from your parish priest or your youth group leaders, or just fun Instagram reels of what's happening at the fun night with this particular youth group or that sort of thing. So think about how you can actually start to set a bit more of a tone and a culture to your social media that shows people who the community is and what sort of life that they live, rather than just giving them the bare information of this is when a thing is happening, be there or be square. I mean, the amount of times we've heard that, it's crazy. The second area that we can really build and integrate into our social media platforms and our communications and our posters and all this sort of stuff is an element of forming and informing. So we did speak about the notice board kind of stuff, and it isn't. And again, we want to emphasize that it is important. We need to inform. We need to tell people when things are on, what's happening, and give that information. Sometimes I know early on in my youth group promotion days that we have it in our minds that it's going to be a big surprise, so I won't give out too much information on the social media account. But it's actually what I found is it's far greater if we can give as much information as we can leading into an experience. So if it's a retreat, it's saying, hey, we're going to explore these ideas and lunches at this time during the thing, and there's going to be opportunity for you to have social time and that sort of stuff. So if we can actually give as much information as we can, then that's a good thing. And the other area is to form. Maybe we can start to integrate things like, hey, this is today's scripture, and we can post that up, or this is a quote from a saint, or this is a message that our parish priest wants to share with us this week, or something of the like. So there's that element of forming too, where the social media account or posters or whatever can actually provide an element of teaching, can provide an element of formation. The third point that I really want to emphasize is regularity. Be regular in your theme and be regular in how you post. So choose how many times you need to post. It might be 3 times a week. So decide on that. And make sure you post in a way that gives good notice to things. So if you've got a youth group coming up on the weekend, don't do your 3 posts on the Thursday, Friday, and the Saturday. Actually give a bit of notice. Maybe your first post is a week and a half prior. You've got one 4 days prior and one the day before. So decide on your frequency. Or you might want to have something a bit more structured, and you might think, okay, I want to post 3 things at once, and I'm going to go boom, boom, boom. Here's all the information for that upcoming thing, and then I'm just going to remind people on my story, or I want to now leave time and space to post my next row of 3 things, which would be more about my vision board stuff. I want to show pictures of my community. So it's about finding a balance and working out what works, but be regular. Choose good times of the day to post and have a bit of fun. Enjoy it. Bring your flavour to it. Have fun.